It's time to dispel the myth that racism within the United States only thrived in the South. Believe me when I tell you that white supremacy was practiced in the North just as hard as it was in the South. We need to step out of the fantasy that there was no racism above the Mason-Dixon line. Racism was never just a Southern anomaly. It was a national enterprise. From the nation's founding, white supremacy served as America's core business model, and it thrived in places few could imagine today. Even today, few realize that between 1709 and 1807, Rhode Island merchants controlled more than 60% of the North American slave trade. In 1711, New York City established a slave market in the area we now call Wall Street. And in 1829, in what is often described as America's first race riot, white Cincinnati officials ordered all black residents to post a $500 bond, equivalent to more than $17,000 today, or face expulsion. When blacks couldn't pay the bond, white mobs ransacked their community and burned down homes, looted black-owned businesses, and violently attacked black men, women, and children, effectively running them out of town. This carnage predated the Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre by almost 100 years. In 1863, again in New York City, in what is now called the Draft Riot, Irishmen and Eastern Europeans, upset that they were being drafted to fight in the Civil War, raised black communities by lynching black men, setting black neighborhoods ablaze, and beating black children to death. And in 1844, the state of Oregon took it a step further. They passed a law prohibiting free black people from moving into the state. If they violated the law, if they refused to leave, they could be punished with, get this, a whipping every 6 months until they left. Sundown towns existed in at least one city or town in every state of the Union. Illinois alone had over 241. In these towns, blacks had to be off the streets before the sun set, or they could be subject to arrest, or worse. Don't think that the northern United States was a safe haven for blacks against racism. Rodney King was nearly beaten to death by overzealous police officers in Los Angeles in 1992. George Floyd and Daunte Wright were killed in Minnesota in 2020 and 2021. You can't get much farther north than that. Racism was never just a Southern story. It is an American story, North and South, past and present. And if you're black in this country, you know all too well that black lives still do not matter. To learn more, read Dixieland, Tales, Stories, and Anecdotes of Unfiltered Black American History. Available now on Amazon.